Hey everybody, how's it going? Sue here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you popped in today. Unfortunately, it's on a sort of a bad note today because I had heard from Ken, one of my very amazing subscribers out there, that Bonnie Tyler actually had passed away on July the 8th, and exactly 1 month after her 75th birthday. So she wasn't even that old. Now, I don't know if she had been ill or what, or if it was a sudden kind of death. So if anybody wants to give me any details, I would love to know exactly what happened. But it's really sad when I heard her, her passing, because she was one of these singers that, I didn't know tons and tons of her stuff, but she was always kind of around as I was growing up. I really remember It's a Heartache back in, I think it was around 1977, just when I was really getting into music, and I heard that song and loved it. Later came into some of her other stuff that was earlier, like Lost in France, which I thought was so cool. But, if you've watched the channel regularly, you know that I like voices that are gritty and raspy, and she definitely had a cool, gritty voice. And I always loved her songs just because her voice was so powerful, and yet it had that kind of deep, gritty tone, which I think was so special about her. So today we're actually going to honor Bonnie by actually watching Total Eclipse of the Heart, which came out in 1983, and it was produced by Jim Steinman, and it was her biggest hit. So we'll talk a little bit about that later, but an absolutely great song. And we're going to watch the official music video, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that we're not going to get this blocked and I don't have to actually show this a month from now. So fingers crossed we don't get this blocked and we can get this through. But a really big loss, and it's just really a shame because she was a really iconic singer. All right, here we go. From 1983, the official music video for Total Eclipse by the Heart by the late Bonnie Tyler.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Every now and then I get a little bit restless and I dream of something wise. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit helpless and I'm lying like a child in your arms. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit angry and I know I've got to get out and cry. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, but then I see the look in your eyes. Falling apart. There's nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart. Once upon a time there was light in my life, but now there's only love in the dark. Nothing I can say, a total eclipse of the heart. only falling apart. Nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart. Once upon a time there was light in my life, but now there's only love in the dark. Nothing I can say, a total eclipse of the heart. A total eclipse of the heart. Turn around, bright eyes. Turn around, bright eyes. Turn around.
What a great song that is. Holy smokes. I mean, it still holds up today. It is just so powerful with that big wall of sound. Everything is so bold. The great guitar work in that, the amazing piano in that. Absolutely adore that song, and I understand why that was her biggest hit. And it was a huge hit. It was #1 in the UK, in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the US, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Norway. It was a huge, huge hit. And if it wasn't in the at the top of the charts, it was pretty close in the top 5 or in the top 10. It was just absolutely a mammoth. And in fact, it sold 13 million singles, which made it one of the highest selling singles of all time. And it actually won her a Grammy Award as well. So it did so very well. Now, interestingly, of course, she's got that big, bold voice that is so, it just lends to this type of song so well. But it was also, of course, like the help with Jim there. I mean, with his producing and his writing. And of course, it had another big hitter on this as well. It had actually Rick Derringer play the guitar on this, and he was known for Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo and worked with the Winters brothers, if you're not too sure who he is. But just an absolute sort of magnificent group of people together to make this brilliant, brilliant song. She'll be known for many songs, but I'm sure this is probably the one that she's going to be remembered by the most. Anyway, a big loss. And like I said, I absolutely adore her voice. There was something about these Steinman songs that were coming out at this particular time as well. They all had this sound, whether it was Bonnie or Air Supply or Meatloaf or Celine Dion. He was huge back then. And there was something about the videos that they made for these particular songs that he did as well, where they kind of all had this grand sort of castle-like or very majestic sort of house that they were in when they did them, and lots of blowing and airy kind of things. Anyway, I thought it was kind of cool with the candles and all this. And there is kind of a little bit of a thread going on there. And interestingly, this song actually was hit #1 when it was in the US. It actually held out another one of Jim's songs at the time, which was Making Love Out of Nothing at All by Air Supply. Anyway, an absolutely magnificent voice. It is a huge loss for music because she was just so great, and she wasn't that old, only just turned 75, as I said, but she'll be remembered for having some really cool tunes, and I hope you guys enjoyed this today. I'm really going to miss this kind of music as well. We just don't hear stuff like this grand kind of pop music. Anyway, thank you, Bonnie, for your music. You were a big part of many of our teenage years, and I hope you rest in peace, and I really appreciate all that you have done for music. Okay, everybody, have a joyful day, and I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.